live recording this right now. It is late Monday, January 5th right now. Dylan is here. And if you're watching the NFL reaction show, you're like, where's Connor? Where's Connor? Decided he could show up for the previews, but the reaction show, he's like, Bryce Young making the playoffs, winning the NFC South. I'm good.
I've always been a Bryce Young fan. What are you talking about, Karter? I love Bryce Young. Probably the best quarterback in the NFC.
I was taking a big old fat victory lap this weekend with the Panthers winning the NFC South. I need to give you your flowers, too. If you go back and watch, Connor took the Panthers to win the NFC South as well.
I did.
No surprise there. The Panthers fans took their favorite team to win the division. Crazy.
But I'll give Connor credit, though. Like I said, now Bryce Young leading this team to the playoffs, and you can say, Bryce will never be a top 15 quarterback. Well, how many teams are in the playoffs this year? 14, right?
I guess he's top
14. Yeah,
that's
not how that works. Is Patrick Mahomes not a top 14 quarterback?
He's
injured.
On the fringe.
Are you seriously?
Okay,
You're going to do that right now? He's injured.
Well, you're going to leave him out just because he's injured? You're injury shaming the guy. Seriously, Karter? I thought you were better than that.
You can't be positive. You can't be negative. He's injured.
Calling Bryce Young a top 15 quarterback is just like putting Tyler Huntley in the Pro Bowl. It's like, the fifth replacement, but Bryce Young's in the top 15.
Mac Jones Pro Bowler. Joe Burrow, not top 14?
Hey, wait, what's that? Panthers are still NFC South champs and hosting a playoff game. I don't want to hear it.
That's not what we're talking about. We're not even talking about that. We're talking about quarterbacks.
In my ear telling me that Bryce Young led the Carolina Panthers to the...
Led is a strong word. Led is a strong word.
Starting quarterback on the team, and everyone's
he played on a
Bryce
team
Young.
that's in the playoffs.
Whoa! Bryce Young did not go 8-9. Bryce Young went 8-8. Andy Dalton went 0-1.
Well, surely Bryce Young won a game to get into the playoffs and didn't just back his way in, right?
Yeah,
what are you talking about?
Back against the wall, 16 seconds left, drive of your life, just like you said.
No.
Just like you said, Karter. If this game comes down to Bryce Young drive, he's 7-1 with game-winning drives. What'd you say? He's going to win. 16 seconds left. He had a chance. He didn't do it. No, he did not lead his team to the playoffs. They fell into a playoff spot.
You can't use the 16 seconds. You got to add context on their own. A
lot of time, by the way. A lot of people. 16 seconds is a long time.
Okay, 16 seconds, is a lot of time.
That's a lot of time.
Timeouts with 16 seconds.
I think we're missing the point here is that 16 seconds is a lot of time.
I mean, it's an insane amount of time. Like
some would say too long.
Okay, I'll see what you're saying there. It's like 16 seconds can be too much time, but in that scenario, I don't think it was enough time. But usually, I think 16 seconds is an insane amount of time.
Here's all I know. I recorded a show with Karter, with you, and you said if the game comes down to Bryce Young needing a game-winning drive, that he would do it. And it came down to that, and he did not do it.
Add context.
Also, so now we're nuancing it to death. Okay, all right, gotcha.
Let's get back to giving me flowers. Can we go back to like Karter was giving me flowers and saying great prediction? Yeah.
I'm just saying, man, Bryce Young led 8-8, Bryce Young. I don't want to hear this 8-9 crap. Also...
Okay.
And you're like, did Bryce Young win a game to get in the playoffs? Beat the Rams? Beat the Bucks? I don't want to hear it.
Packers?
Falcons twice? Killed the
historically.
Some are saying Bryce Young, beat the Falcons twice?
Thank God they're not playing the Saints in the playoffs. I'd say that.
Yeah. How about the Saints? When they played the Falcons, were they playing Michael Penix Falcons or were they playing Kirk Cousins Falcons? Because that's a completely different team.
I think we got both. I think we got second half Kirk Cousins, right? I think Penix got injured against the Panthers, right?
That's possible. Overtime win against the Falcons on November 16th. So I don't know the date off the top of my head when Kirk took the reins, but that kind of checks out. Interesting.
Jets. Same Kirk Cousins that's got his coach fired.
Did you lose to the... Yeah, exactly. Did you lose to the Cardinals who the Titans beat? Nah, never.
Whoa. Kyler Murray Cardinals. It's a whole different ball game.
What does that mean? They were better with Brissett.
Oh, Kyler Murray Cardinals pre-Call of Duty? Are you kidding me? That's Hall of Fame type stuff right there.
That's what the Titans did.
Did the Titans win that game?
We don't even need. Yes, we did. Yeah, we did. We had more points than them when it ended. We don't even need to be doing this right now. You guys are in the playoffs. You're going to get boat raced. And this is the college football.
You're
show.
the one who's. No. I know, that's what I'm saying. Well, you're the one egging it on right now. I'm just saying, Bryce Young, NFC South champs, and I wanted to give Connor a chance to have a small victory lap because it's going to immediately turn into, hey, look, Bryce Young's leading this team to the playoffs. But no,
Dylan had a poo-poo on me.
No, I'm holding you accountable. You go spew misinformation from your mouth like it's a fire hydrant, and I'm here cleaning up your mess.
Oh, no. That's tough.
Should we talk college football then?
I'm happy. As a Panthers fan, I'm happy. I'll just say that. Now, was I very upset at the referees on the Bucs game? Sure. Good thing the Panthers got in the playoffs. Otherwise, there would have been a lot of
don't get going. It was a whole thing.
I know.
It was a whole thing on the reaction show. So
I understand.
Quick, Connor, are you going to the game?
I don't think I am.
I think that's the move. That's the move. I don't know. Outside of baseball games, live sporting events are kind of overrated.
It's not that. It's just kind of a 4-hour drive for me. So
yeah,
that'll do it too.
Yeah,
and I think
you guys are playing at like 8 a.m., so you got to leave at least 2 a.m. to get there.
Shakey's game.
You probably leave at 4 a.m. and just walk your way into the gate. If I had to guess.
Pick up
no
a
wait
cup
or
of
anything.
Joe on the way in.
Yeah, no traffic.
Well, there might
Give
be
it,
some
Karter. Don't buy your
there.
tickets yet. Just check out the local Costco. I'm sure they'll be giving them away. They'll package them with like a free rotisserie chicken.
I'll check SeatGeek on Saturday morning and see what they're looking like.
You won't even get the $50 threshold you need, Connor. Yeah, you have to buy 10 tickets to be able to get the discount.
Group rate. Group day.
Yeah, group rate. Yeah, there we go. College football.
Yeah.
College football, Dylan. Come on, we got a feisty Dylan right now. I'm liking this.
Mm-hmm.
When are the Buckeyes playing? I'm looking at the schedule. I can't find Ohio State.
Surely they have another bye.
Hold up, I'm looking right now.
Maybe they have a bye. Les Wexner bought him a bye to the championship game.
You guys may have done this on the reaction show. Dylan, what were you feeling during that? Happiness, joy?
That game was it was a lot. The beginning I was nervous. Second quarter, I was like, this game's over. There's no way they're coming back. Then they come out of half, and they have those 2 great drives, and I'm like, okay, this is classic Ohio State stuff. And then when they – honestly, it's different than in past years because this was the year they felt it, they didn't feel infallible. Like, there were weaknesses on that team. They can't really run the ball. Sayin hadn't been tested, so it wasn't like, woo, but it was still kind of, yes. Put that on a quote card. It wasn't woo, it was yes.
And it happened to the third-place team in the ACC. I mean, imagine what would have happened if we put the first-place team in. The ACC champ, imagine what would have happened.
That's a great question.
Imagine if they get put in this college football playoff. We'd be talking about a Duke versus Indiana game on Friday night.
Well, Notre Dame is vindicated. They should have been in, so, you know.
I was telling Dylan on the reaction show this morning when we were recording. If you're listening to this right now, it's probably like Tuesday morning, Tuesday afternoon. Remember when I sent the text in the chat yesterday, Connor, of if FSU and Notre Dame both go 10-2, who makes a college football playoff?
Great content.
How far we've came.
I got news. Do you guys want to preview Ohio State? I got their schedule. So we're doing it a little early. It's 9 months out, but 9 months to the day.
Oh.
Saturday, September 5th, Ball State, Ohio State. Who you got?
Buckeyes.
Kind of ironic that Ohio State's willingly scheduling Ball State. Just saying. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but just a little interesting.
You won't see Texas on that non-con anymore, I'll tell you that.
Nope.
At Texas the next week.
There you go.
No, there it is.
We'll give it this year.
I saw some meme. I'm not even going to try and say it because I don't remember it, and it's going to be embarrassing.
Sark's going to cancel that game. So there's no, Sark
next head coach of the Tennessee Titans, by the way. He said he's honoring the home and homes with Ohio State and Michigan. But then anything after that is up for debate, is what he says.
Grambling State, welcome to the schedule.
Yeah. San Jose State's going to get more stepovers.
What HBCU can Sark schedule? Prairie View A&M?
We don't need any hate crimes on this podcast.
State.
No hate crimes.
Any other college football things we want to dive into before we get into the games? Sorsby, real quick, Sorsby getting $5 million to go to Texas Tech is crazy.
Yeah. I mean, you said it before the show. I mean, he's got it made. He's not going pro, but you get paid $5 million to go be an average quarterback. It seems like we're playing Russian roulette, ring around the rosy with like the mid-tier college football quarterbacks, where it's like, hey, Josh Hoover's going here, and Rocco Beck's going here, and all these guys are moving around. Cutter Boley's going here. Sam Levitt's going here. It's like, oh, great, all the 50th ranked quarterbacks in college football.
Can you imagine being like Dante Moore right now? Dante Moore, you're in this scenario of you're either going because Mendoza's going to the Raiders. And so Dante Moore, it's likely you're going to go to the Jets if you declare. It's like, or do I just go back to school and make like $7-8 million, dominate for a year, and pray the Jets have a better pick?
What if he doesn't dominate? That would be my question.
I mean, he probably will. And also, I mean, I'd probably just go to the draft and just, take my chances with the Jets. But I mean,
pulling Eli Manning. Hey, I'm not playing for you guys. Trade me. I won't do it.
I think I mean, going back to school and making $7-8 million doesn't sound that bad.
College age kid, $5 million contract. Can you live off that for life? And say invest $4 million of it, make 10% your entire life, and just never have to work again. Live a modest life.
It depends it just depends on how well you want to live. I mean, for the way these dudes probably want to live, no.
Well, you're forgetting that Brendan Swordsby's going to go work for the Greater Toyota of Cincinnati area.
Not anymore. Not anymore. He's working. He's going to be doing car dealership commercials in Lubbock, Texas, all over West Texas. Come get your Toyota Camry via.
You're
Brendan
putting the cart
Swordsby.
before the horse here. What if he
working
sucks?
the oil rig?
What if he does suck? He might suck. He's not that great. Like, he's a fine quarterback, but he's not even a top 3 quarterback in the Big 12.
Breaking news out of Chapel Hill: Gio Lopez entered the portal today as well, guys.
Well, didn't they just get somebody? They just
but I don't think that's our starter. I hope not.
Who
Gio
was it?
Lopez.
Yep. I don't remember.
Hey, Gio Lopez.
Wisconsin.
Go back to South Alabama. Go back to South Alabama where you belong.
I think we got the Wisconsin backup. The guy who quit mid-season, I think.
Oh, Billy Edwards Jr. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I hope that's not. That better not be the starting quarterback.
Max Johnson got some more eligibility?
I think he's done. I think he's aged out. They've got a rule. It's like, 4 years or age 29, and then you got to get out of
here. All right. Well, Sorsby, $5 million. Could you imagine? Like, I know people talk about this with NIL all the time. Could you imagine your junior year in college with, I don't know, let's say $300,000 in your bank account?
I mean, live like a king.
Like, how stupid are you about to be?
There's nothing you can't do. Yeah.
How many casinos would Dylan Wilkerson have gotten banned from?
I think, when I was in college, I was still under 21, but if I were to run into that lump sum of money when I was in college, I legitimately don't know what I would have done with it. I went to a small Christian school. I'm not going to go party. That's never my thing.
I would invest it in a high-yield savings account and some stock market.
Oh, high-yield savings account, my butt. I'm getting my 10% market returns. I'm not. You can miss me. This was COVID era. You can miss me with 2% returns. I'm getting a CD, making like 5-10%, 5% on a CD. Carter,
Dylan,
anything on the CD?
Well, I was just going to say, I don't feel like doing the CD thing.
But we'll stick to Coach Sassel.
Coach Sassel's the best. I thought I got you. No, Dylan, I'm pretty sure if you would have gotten $300K in college, I think that Nissan Cube would have been upgraded to a 2021, 2022.
I would have gotten a Tesla. I'm glad you brought. I probably would have.
I don't think you would have. I think you would have got. I think you're a Cube guy. Maybe Kia Soul.
Married to the Cube.
I think you love a Kia Soul.
No, my mom has a Soul. No hate to the Soul, but the problem is I know the Cube. I know the ins and outs of the Cube like it's my baby. So now, if I need to change, like I've changed the AC unit in there, I've changed oil, I've done tires, I've done brakes, I've done, anything you can imagine in the Cube. So now it's like, what's the point of learning a new car? I know the Cube.
You said no hate on the Cube or the Soul.
The Soul.
Plenty of hate on both from my end.
What? Carter's a Ford Ranger guy. Maybe a Saab.
Oh, I love a good Ford Ranger.
Yeah, drowning that car debt. The worst investment you can have.
It was driving off the lot.
The highest depreciating asset known to man.
Hey, Connor, you saw my Ford Ranger. How much do you think I paid for it?
Probably about as much as this podcast makes in a year.
Ford Ranger versus Nissan Cube street race. After I get the catalytic converter switched out, who wins?
Oh, well, you can't put that caveat in there.
Well, I got the service engine soon lights on. I got to change the catalytic converter to get that off. So
Did it get stolen? People are stealing those now.
They're not. Hopefully, they're not stealing mine. They're going to have a service engine soon light on.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll find out in this episode if people are going to steal it, because I don't know if Dylan's going to be that high on the Eagles. Steal. The Eagles fans know your address, Dylan.
Yeah.
That's Texans fans. No.
Those Texans? I'm pretty sure
there's one of them. They're both in the playoffs. Everybody, it's a Google search. Just go. My address isn't secret. Nobody's address is secret.
1600 Pennsylvania Avenue.
One day. You do not want that to happen.
We do not want that to happen. Absolutely.
Nope.
Let's dive into the games. Let's do college football playoff preview. Thursday, January 8th, 7:30 Eastern kickoff. Glendale, Arizona, the Fiesta Bowl. Miami, Ole Miss, the 6 versus the 10. Miami is a 3-point favorite in this game. Over under 51.5. Dylan, start us off.
3 is the right number here. Open at 2.5. Miami got bet up to 3.5, and now it's back at 3. We talked about this in the recap, Karter. We have different views on how the Miami-Ohio State game went. And in my opinion, the Canes were beneficiaries of a late trash touchdown, a pick 6 from which I went back and watched the tape. That's Jeremiah Smith's fault. Completely missed a block. If you ever have time, go back and watch that pick 6. Absolutely embarrassing what Jeremiah Smith did. And then Fielding misses the field goal. So we take all of these things into one, and even throw on the fact that Carson Beck was 0 for 2 on any passes over 12 air yards. Carson Beck just was kind of a game of manager, and things were kind of fluky in that game for Miami. They won. Good for them. I'm not, obviously not trying to take that away. But moving forward, this Ole Miss team, the only concern I had was how are they going to perform without their head coach? Granted, they played Tulane in round 1. They beat them the exact same way they beat them earlier in the season with Lane Kiffin. And then they beat a good Georgia team in a great game. Chamblee looked awesome. I'm going Ole Miss here. I think Ole Miss wins. It's a bit of regression on the Miami side. Ole Miss averages 80-some plays a game. I think they're going to play up-tempo. They're going to play fast. I think Chambliss is the better quarterback. I think Ole Miss wins.
Connor.
Wins. Outright.
This one's tough for me. I have gone back and forth because honestly, there's a lot of things about both teams to like, especially what we've seen so far through this playoff. I think the reason I'm going to lean Miami is because of that pass rush. I truly believe that. And they sacked what? You look at the A&M game against another mobile quarterback who likes to get out of the pocket, much like Trinidad Chambliss and Marcel Reed. Reed got sacked 7 times by that Miami front 7. So it's like, take him down 7 times. You take Ohio State and Julian Sain down 5 more times in the backfield. I think they ran for 50 rushing yards against that Miami front. I think that's going to be the difference here. I do think Trinidad is the better quarterback than Carson Beck. I think he's more explosive, dynamic. He does get out of the pocket and evade a lot of that pressure. But I don't necessarily know if he's faced a front like Miami's defense has right now. I think Georgia's front was very overrated, not the Georgia defense we're used to, and wasn't really touched. They didn't get a sack that game against him. So I think Miami's defense is a different ballgame. I'm going to trust Carson Beck to not make a back-breaking mistake, and I'm going to take Miami to win here.
To cover?
Yeah, sure. We'll take him to cover.
Sure.
We'll take him to cover. Was it 3, 3.5? Yeah, I'll take Miami.
Give me Ole Miss.
Yeah.
Really? Golly.
Give me the better quarterback. Dylan's 100% right. Quote that. Dylan's 100% right, though. Trinidad Chambliss, he is the better quarterback in this game.
He is.
Right now, he's playing like the best quarterback in all of college football. He's playing better than even Mendoza is, and Mendoza had the benefit of having an unbelievable defense. What I go back to in this game, and I agree with you, Connor, where it's like, okay, this Miami pass rush, it's insane. Ruben Bain is an animal. He's going to be top 5 pick in the draft. But Ole Miss handled Oklahoma's pass rush pretty well. They scored 34 points on that team, only got 1 sack on Chambliss in that game. I kind of compare this Miami team to that Oklahoma team where Mateer's having to be a bit of a game manager a little bit, kind of rely on the defense. I think we see a similar type game where there's a lot more points than people expect, and Chambliss takes over, and Carson Beck's asked to make big plays, and I don't trust him to do it, even against an Ole Miss defense I don't necessarily love. I just don't think it's there for Carson Beck, and I wouldn't trust him. I think he does make that back-breaking turnover, and I think Chambliss rolls this team to the national title.
Do you put any stock into the fact that Miami, this many games into the season has kind of found their groove and like they're playing to their strengths more? They're not trying to do too much. They're not trying to put too much on Carson Beck. Like I feel like
I just
that
think
should
the
play into it somewhat.
I just think the last two games have matchup-wise has worked out in their favor so much because the A&M Miami game, A&M you're playing Marcel Reed and whatnot, but the conditions in that game where it's 30, 40 mile per hour winds, you couldn't really throw the ball as much, so that plays in Miami's favor. And then the Ohio State game, Ohio State doesn't want to, high-flying offense, put up a bunch of points. They want to have their defense keep the game, time of possession, even though they're a team that can't really run the ball. And then they have a quarterback that really hasn't been tested and hasn't seen a pass rush anywhere near like what Miami has. And so I'm going Ole Miss, and Pete Golding and this Ole Miss Rebels team takes him to the national title.
I'm going to disagree with you about the Ohio State comment. Their entire identity is airing the ball out and being explosive in the air.
But they're not playing fast though.
That's fair, and that was the whole thing. Ryan, they pretty much played one less game with how slow they. I guess that's fair. I guess we're talking about this game, and we keep saying not much has been asked of Carson Beck, and for me, that would be concerning if I was a Miami backer. Is that we're saying that about the starting quarterback of our team. And like last game against Ohio State, you have the benefit of the doubt where they go up 14-0, and Carson Beck can be a game manager, right? And it's the game against Texas A&M where it's windy. You're not going to ask Carson Beck to air it out. You just kind of do what needs to be done to win the game. I don't know if the game state is going to equate to that here. Like if Ole Miss plays fast, they're explosive on offense, they have the 11th ranked passing offense. Like, what if they just get out to a really fast start, put 14 up almost instantly? Like, let's be real, Carson Beck's not overcoming that, in my opinion.
That's something that I actually think may happen, is a fast start by Ole Miss. I could see them coming out and getting a big play down the field and striking first, and all the momentum shift is their way. But as that game wears on over those 60 minutes, it feels like you want to have a dominant front on both sides of the ball. I love Miami's front seven, and their offensive line is pretty good too. They found a rhythm lately with the run game. So that's why I think as the game wears on over that 60 minutes, if they can just weather that early strike by Ole Miss that inevitably will come, long play, go up 10-0 maybe in the first quarter, if they can just weather that and stay within striking distance, I think Miami is built more to weather that 60-minute game. I think that weighs on a team when you have lines like that on both sides.
Karter, you and I talked about the Ohio State-Miami game, and I made a comment that Ohio State looked better, and I thought they were the better team because of the first two drives out of the half. Do you remember that?
I do remember that. I disagree.
Do you remember the point you made, why that was the case?
No.
Because Miami
points.
I've been doing a lot of podcasts.
Because Miami's pass rush was gassed from the first half, and they were catching up. So my take there would be, if we're subscribing, there's no. No. That's what you said.
No,
that's what you said.
I get what you're saying. Yeah, keep going. I think it's a good point.
Going from the Karter school of logic, if Ole Miss can go fast and gas them out, maybe that ends up being better for Chambliss. And we also saw in the Georgia game, as time went on, it's almost like he charged up, and by the end of the game, he was just Superman.
But defending Miami a little bit, I mean, if Miami... you know what? No, I'm not going to defend Miami.
Don't do it.
I don't want you to.
No, because you've already betrayed
the ACC, Karter. You've already betrayed the ACC. No, forget it.
No, what are you talking about? Where are the Duke shirts? I was out here vouching for 8-5 Duke to make the college football playoff. They should have. It's a travesty.
That was personal. That was conflict of interest. There was some financial stake involved there, I think.
Hey, did Tulane beat Duke head-to-head? Yeah. Should head-to-head matter? I don't know anymore.
Oh, spare me. Oh, there it is.
That was good. That was good.
Brother.
Give me Ole Miss. Score prediction, quick. Connor.
What's the total in this game? 52? Is that right?
Yeah, 52, yeah.
Give me Miami 24, Ole Miss 20. 24-20.
I have no clue how we're getting there. Give me Ole Miss 32, Miami 20.
Give me Ole Miss 31, Miami 24.
All right.
Nice and easy.
Go Rebs.
Nice and easy. Let's move on. Friday night, Atlanta, Georgia. We've got Oregon, Indiana, Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl. Indiana, 3.5-point favorite. Over under 46.5. You go back and you look at the game in Autzen in Eugene. Indiana wins that one 30-20. Mendoza has that back-breaking pick 6, and you go, oh my gosh, Oregon's got all the momentum. And then Mendoza leads that team down and wins the game. That was his Heisman moment from this season, in my opinion. Connor, does Indiana win twice against Oregon?
Yeah, they do. Indiana's the better team here. I think defensively they've really hit a groove lately. Mendoza's the clear number 1 pick, and is as good as Dante Moore's been in most spots this year. I think Mendoza's the better quarterback, and I think there's a real chance they get to Dante Moore and force him to make a few mistakes. I'm taking Indiana. I think talent, head to toe, roster-wise, they're the better team. I think Cignetti's the better coach, and I think this may just be the dream Cinderella season for Indiana. I don't see any reason to not back them now.
It feels a little vengeful. It feels a little, maybe like a little comeuppances coming Oregon's way for putting your precious Red Raiders to death in an embarrassing fashion. You aren't going to escape this.
Secondhand embarrassment. That was horrible. I felt like I was a student there.
It's like,
I felt like I was a student there.
5 turnovers, 4 turnovers?
Does Brendan Sorsby win that game?
It depends. Is he getting $5 million or not? Because there's a lot of motivation.
Is he at dinner with Lane Kiffin or not? I don't know.
No, he doesn't win that game. To answer your question.
Dylan,
Oregon was a buzzsaw in that game.
Oregon, Indiana. Who wins? It's tough to beat a team twice.
Tough to beat a team twice. 5 total turnovers. Oregon forced off of Texas Tech, scored 22 points.
Can't replicate that.
You're exactly right. That's why I'm taking Indiana.
Let's go.
And I'm taking Indiana big in this game. I really do think we can talk about the Oregon-Texas Tech game. We've already recapped it to death, but Oregon, a couple of turnovers on downs. Like when they really needed the plays, they were not able to get it going, and they really relied off the turnover game. A lot of high leverage turnovers, if we're being completely honest. And Indiana, on the other hand, just completely dominated Alabama for 60 minutes.
Moment of silence for Alabama Crimson Tide.
That was tough. It did not look great.
That was tough to watch. That was just ass kicking. Keep going, though.
Yeah, that's bad. The offensive statistically are pretty evenly matched. Defensively, Indiana ranks 11th in late down success rate, and they just have the advantages everywhere that Oregon doesn't. I think Oregon's defense is better what they get credit for, but Indiana has them outmatched here. We also need to consider games being played at Atlanta, Mercedes-Benz Stadium, home of Kirk Cousins, and then you got little Kirk Cousins playing for Indiana. So can he channel the Kirk Cousins that's in the stadium? You know, I got that swag, I surf. Swag, and I surf. Give me Indiana.
I love it, and I actually do.
Put up the game day graphic. I'm going with the Hoosiers too. Dante Moore. You look at how he's played against better defenses this year. He's struggled. He's thrown even in the Texas Tech game, still throwing a bad interception. At Iowa, had a bad game versus Indiana. Curt Cignetti had him in a tizzy in that game.
Yep.
Meanwhile, Fernando Mendoza, yes, he's thrown a couple back-breaking picks as well. But I trust Mendoza to respond from those because we've seen it time and time again with this Indiana team. Also, Indiana's defense is better. I don't care about it's tough to beat a team twice. I'm taking Indiana in this spot. Cignetti's got this thing rolling right now. And, I'm rocking with the Hoosiers.
I think Indiana's the better team.
It's a crazy national title. Indiana versus Ole Miss.
I know. Well, Indiana versus Miami could also be an option. But
even then, that's still crazy.
I think it is too. And with Indiana, it's like the story, the headliner, Fernando Mendoza, number 1 pick. That defense is disgusting. That defense is absolutely nasty. And that's, I think, going to be the deciding factor. Like you said, Karter, I would not be shocked if we see a pick or two from Dante Moore. And all of a sudden, the rhetoric coming out of this game is, oh, there's no question who the number 1 pick is. Maybe Dante Moore should go back to school. Maybe he shouldn't go to the draft. You know, like I feel like we're going to hear some of that.
Do you think the number 1 pick could be altered in this game? Like, do
Honestly,
you think if Mendoza has a stinker in this one, Dante Moore puts up 300-plus yards, 3 touchdowns, and plays a flawless game, could we see that change from Dante Moore being the number 1 overall pick and Mendoza dropping?
Yes, the effing Raiders. They could just be like, hey, who had the best game recently? That's who we're going to draft. Oh, like, let's not look at the rest of the season. They played each other here at the end of the year. Oh, Dante Moore had a better game. There's our quarterback.
Zach Wilson will be available.
Pete Carroll, free agent coach now as well. I think the Raiders are going to be paying, 5 coaches now this year?
Pete Carroll would do wonders on Carolina's staff. We should make it into a full-fledged retirement home.
Wouldn't really affect the median age of the staff. We're already in the 70s, so just
that's what I'm saying.
I guess.
Let's make it a true retirement home. Maybe Jim Boeheim could find a role on staff.
As long as he doesn't drive there. As long as he gets shuttled.
Score predictions, Indiana, Oregon. Do you have anything else from this game, Dylan? Stats or anything you want to bring up?
No, I think I really hit the nail on the head with the Kirk Cousins, Fernando Mendoza analysis.
That's all the analysis I need.
That's where I'm going to leave it, I think.
Yeah, that was unbelievable. So, score, I'll go Indiana 29, Oregon 27. Weird. No, 24-29. I need Indiana to cover.
So over. I'm going to go Indiana 28, Oregon 20.
I'm going to do Indiana 23, Oregon 14.
Ooh, low scoring.
Mm-hmm.
Can I bring up something real quick before we wrap up college football that they talked about on Mostly Sports today? Indiana didn't even really get the chance to be the underdog. Like, Kurt Cignetti shows up, they go, what, 10 and 11 and 1 in their first year, 10 and 2 in their first year, and then now they're probably going to be playing for a national championship. They never really got the full underdog story.
Well, they went from absolute horseshit to like national title.
Yeah,
favorite.
they went good.
Yeah.
They got good too quickly.
They had that underdog story of 130 years of being the worst program in Power 4 sports.
It's a pretty good story.
2020 COVID year, Michael Penix, if you remember.
We're good.
It was good. It was awesome. I loved it.
Surely he didn't lose a starting gig to a 37-year-old coming off a torn Achilles.
Surely he didn't do much better at Washington. Yeah. Anyhow.
National
all right.
champions.
Well, anything else in college football before we switch over to the NFL?
I just can't believe this is the Final Four. I mean, to tell me we're not going to have Ohio State, we're not going to have Georgia. Oh, I love it. I love the parity, but it's shocking to look at these 4 teams left.
I know my grandpa watches this show. I don't know if he's watching this late into the show, but this is the kind of stuff that my grandpa...
Dylan, did you just turn your mic all the way up for your grandpa to hear?
I have never, ever, ever, ever turned my mic up in the middle of a show. Ever.
I mean, it just skyrocketed up.
And
turn
I
it
promise...
down.
There's nothing to turn down.
It's gonna fix itself in like.
Is that better?
seconds.
Is that better?
Yeah, you got some auto adjustment thing on. It's like,
no, you're doing it. You're sabotaging me when I start saying stuff you don't want to. Oh, let's censor Dylan. Censor Dylan. He starts talking about grandpas. I'm going to turn his mic up
for your
loud.
grandpa. I don't want his hearing to go because mine almost just went out right there.
When we talk about NIL and all the curmudgeons are like, oh, bad transfer portal, bad NIL, bad. We look at this. Transfer portal, good. NIL, good. This is good. We don't have Alabama and Clemson playing in a championship for the 8th year in a row.
Nope. And we don't have Michigan, no Ohio State, no Michigan,
we had
no
coaches
Ohio State.
worried about stalking women instead of playing football. So what? And
true,
we fired him
true
when we
Michigan
found
man
out.
fashion.
Nope. We found out. See ya. Now we got Kyle Whittingham. Keep it up, Karter. I'll steal another coach. I'm not scared.
Did you see you stole another this week?
Who?
DB's coach from BYU.
Quit. Sataki, come on over. You could be a special assistant to Kyle Whittingham if you want.
That's his old job. That's what he was at Utah.
Come on over. We'll be glad to have you. What's that coach's name, Karter?
Wait, what coach?
The special defensive assistant from BYU, I think is what you said.
You guys actually did take the BYU DB coach. It wasn't Coach Lou Sassel.
Demonetized.
Yeah.
See ya.
Anyhow.
Say goodbye.
All right,
at $3.
Let's take a quick break and switch over to the NFL right after this. NFL time. Let's do an NFL playoff preview. Man, you just look at this play. What?
Are we live?
We're not live.
You didn't give me a we're live. I think
we're recording.
We're in the same episode.
Oh, it's the same episode.
It's the same
everybody
episode.
change your shirts.
We just talked about this during the break.
I was getting the Wilkerson ratings pulled up. I was getting all my stuff.
We're live. Yeah, is that what you want? Is that what you want?
Yep, we're live. So we're releasing this as one video?
No. Okay. All right. Do we actually need to take a timeout?
No.
Okay, good.
But it's all getting released in one podcast.
One podcast, 2
audio
YouTube.
listeners, visual stimulation.
Can you throw Subway Surfers right here?
Yeah, we might need that actually. Some
Put
Temple
somebody
Run.
hopping around on Minecraft as a Reddit story's being told. That's what we need.
Am I overreacting? That's my Reddit
you,
impersonation.
Yeah.
You look at this NFL bracket right now. It just looks beautiful.
Why is that, Carter? Why does it look so beautiful?
I just don't know. I'm just in
That
awe.
shade of teal and black, just very visually pleasing.
Before we dive into playoff previews and stuff, real quick, we haven't actually really done much on this. Drake Maye, Matthew Stafford, who's MVP? In your mind. Not who gets it, who is, in your mind.
You can't just spring this on me. This requires hours and hours of statistical analysis. And you're just going to simply ask me, you're just simply going to ask me who's the MVP?
Yep.
I'm going to go Drake Maye.
I'm going to go Matthew Stafford. I'm actually going to switch it up. I know that's shocking to all you listeners out there because I'm a Tar Heel, but don't come at me with the whole 5-seed argument and Drake Maye is a 2-seed, whatever. You look at the schedule, you look at some of the games Matthew Stafford's had. I love Drake Maye, and I think he will win MVP at some point, maybe multiple, but I think this year's belong to Matthew Stafford. I think he's been the best quarterback.
I do too. I think it's Matthew Stafford, and I think strength of schedule does have to account for this because the Patriots have played the easiest strength of schedule since the early 2000s.
And they, as much as I love Drake Maye, I've heard Patriots fans like, oh, Stafford ran his stats up this past weekend. What did the Patriots do 2 weeks ago against the Jets? They let Drake Maye throw for a bajillion touchdowns. So it's the tomato.
Yeah, I think I lean Stafford too. And like the 1-yard touchdowns, I don't care because also a lot of those 1-yard touchdowns weren't because of those were the right plays at the right time. Where Davante Adams was that's Davante Adams' MO, especially when he was with Aaron Rodgers at Green Bay. It's like get on the 1-yard line, fade route to Davante Adams. It's easy money every time. Except this weekend. Except this weekend in Carolina.
Drake Maye over 10% completion percentage over expected, and 0.3 EPA per play as a rusher, as a passer, and including penalties. I'm going to go Drake Maye. I'm going
but
Drake. Now,
does that account for an easier schedule?
Does it account for an easier schedule? We can filter out garbage time.
But why would I
do an easier schedule?
That's what I'm saying. And you look at Drake Maye, how he's performed against some of the better teams this year. Good game against the Bills. I guess he played well against the Panthers. That is a playoff team, so I guess you have to put that into account. But they did lose to the Raiders. They lost to the worst team in the NFL.
Rams' schedule wasn't all that hard. They had 17th ranked. It's not like we're not talking world.
Oh, 17th ranked, and plus some of the defenses they had to play. The Texans, the Eagles, the Colts, and the Colts game looks a lot different now because the Colts. Oh, are you kidding me? The Colts. Oh, the Colts. Week 5, the Week 4, Week 5 Colts. We're talking about them as the best team in the NFL.
That defense has changed a lot too, hasn't it?
Yes. Injuries.
Okay.
Sauce Gardner.
Sauce.
What?
Sauce is gone.
Sauce is gone.
They didn't have Sauce in week 4. He got traded there, didn't he?
Week 6. It was early around then. Yeah. I don't think he was there. I don't think he was there week 4 though. That would have been too early. There's no way.
No, he wasn't there. Listen, Drake Maye MVP, statistical MVP. I'm crowning him MVP. Wilkerson ratings MVP. Drake Maye.
Okay.
All right. Well, you want to move on? Do you want to do playoff games or do you want to talk more NFL? Do you have something else you want to bring up?
R.I.P. Pete Carroll. Raiders are going to pay 5 coaches? They still paying Gruden, McDaniels, Pierce.
They can pay me all they want. One. I'll come coach.
Raheem Morris out too. Thank you for your service.
Hey, Raheem. Thank you.
Tennessee Titans requested to interview Spag. Thank you. I was the first to market on that about 2 months ago. So thank you, Dylan, for breaking that news.
Cite your sources, please.
What Wilkerson ratings? Can someone explain to me the Stefanski? So he was coach of the year, and then he goes to the Browns, and the Browns are just bad for however long, and then he leaves, and everybody wants Stefanski to be the head coach.
Yeah, I think he's a good coach. I just think it wasn't the right fit anymore.
So if he's a good coach and he can't fix what's going on in Cleveland, why would anyone want to go coach at Cleveland?
Oh my God!
You can have a
genie come from the sky. You can have a genie come from the sky with rubbed little lantern with 3 wishes, and you're not going to fix the Cleveland Browns. Like if you give me Deshaun Watson on a bajillion-dollar guaranteed contract, and then you hand me Dylan Gabriel and Shadur Sanders, it's like who's going to fix that? What are you going to do?
Why fire Stefanski if you're in the Browns front office?
I just think it's time for a change. It's been long enough.
Yeah, I think it's just a new voice type thing. You need someone new in the building, and it's just how it goes sometimes. That's why you're hearing rumblings about Harbaugh maybe getting fired in Baltimore, which is absurd.
Interesting. I read something today. I think it was a meme.
Was it on iFunny?
iFunny. What a throwback. No, we could go stories on iFunny. Anyway, LaFleur possibly being out if they lose first round. I've seen rumors. Is that crazy?
Spoiler alert. I don't think that happens, though.
No, I don't think it does either. They're going to destroy the Bears, but either way.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But, yeah, with all these head coach openings, I don't think there's like a surefire, like, he's the number one candidate, though. We usually have that. You know, Ben Johnson was that guy last year, and Mike Vrabel. They were the 2 hot candidates. I don't see any hot shot candidates out there for any of these head coaching jobs in the NFL.
Unless you want to try to dip your toe into college football, but I don't think anybody's leaving.
I don't think you want to pay any of those coaches in college football. And
Freeman staying, Sark staying.
Signetti's not going anywhere.
Yeah, no.
Freeman's
already staying. He signed a deal.
Yeah, I've never seen a coach break a contract before.
Belichick's open if anybody wants him. Belichick's open for business.
Manny
He's
Diaz.
got a quarterback.
Yeah. He did get a quarterback in the transfer portal.
So Dave Doran to the Atlanta Falcons. That's what I want.
I've had to write pieces for work about like the head coaching stuff and what call she has the odds for or whatever. The names that I've seen a lot. I've seen a lot of Stefanski. I've seen a lot of Jesse Minter, defensive coordinator for the Chargers. I've seen a lot of Cliff Kingsbury, Clint Kubiak. These are all guys that are like every single team. They're like 10% or more odds to, take it for what it's worth. It's just call sheet. It's what people are buying and selling. But
so you're bad as a coach, and then you go be a coordinator for a couple of years, and then you come back, your slate is wiped clean. We just forget everything you did.
Cliff Kingsbury like swear off football when he got he swore off football and left to go to like Taiwan or something or somewhere, and then he came back all of a sudden as a coordinator.
Oh, I don't want to hear that.
Am I right?
I'm sure you've had a bad beat and you said I'm swearing off overs, and then 2 weeks later, like I'm betting an over. What am I doing?
No, I've never. Us rational-minded folk, us level-headed folk, when that happens, we know it's a product of variance, and we know that our systems work, and we know that in the long run we'll be okay.
Systems work, and the variance of equation.
So you can make more money to make it more DoorDash, right, Dylan?
Carter, Carter, make fun of me some more. The Texans are in the playoffs. You doubted the Wilkerson ratings. You said thought they were dead in the water. Rankings. Keep making fun of me. Everything's coming up, Dylan. Everything's coming up, Wilkerson.
That's one of your biggest victory laps. You've been on the Texans all year. We clowned you. I'll tip my hat to you, sir.
Thank you, Connor. Carter, you want to go ahead and anything you want to say?
No.
Keep making fun of me. Keep making fun of me, and I'll just
keep making fun of me. Meanwhile,
I'll will your team to defeat.
Oh, don't worry. Meanwhile, my team's hosting a playoff game. What's the Texans doing?
We have to tell Dylan, thank you. Dylan, thank you for allowing Kirk Cousins to put us in the playoffs.
You're welcome.
I'm good. No.
And now,
I'll thank Kirk myself.
Fans.
I've thanked Kirk myself.
Okay.
If Kirk Cousins and I are ever in the same cookout, I will pay for his food.
It's a very, very small window for a scenario to happen.
Well, it's like those stats you see, like when it rains on Thursday and it's a full moon out, then then Tulane is more likely to score in the red zone.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. So what I'm hearing is Notre Dame should have been in the playoff.
That's exactly. That's what I'm getting at here. Anyhow, let's get into game previews.
Oh boy,
longer show today. Let's start off. Woo-hoo! Let's start off NFL playoff preview, 4:30 on Fox. Rams, Panthers, Rams. A 10.5-point favorite, over under 46.5. Game is in Charlotte, North Carolina. I don't know what's going on from over there in the Connor Sparrow camp, but we might want to get that figured out. Anyhow, Rams 10.5-point favorite. It looks like it's going to be raining in Charlotte on Saturday. Dylan, start us off.
Wait a second. Carter, we recorded the recap show, and you said it was 9.5. What happened since then?
Whew, I don't know.
Oh, you 10.5. You got to take it, Dylan. I have bad news, Dylan. You're going to be betting the Panthers plus 10.5. Oh, too late. It's 9.5, and now 12 hours later, 10 hours later, and the Rams are back up to 10.5.
I don't know. I mean, people are losing money, I guess.
It's very interesting. You're very quiet about that when that change happens. But when the line gets bet down, you're screaming it from the rooftops along with rigged. Rigged and the lines move. That's what Carter's yelling.
I'm just saying people are going to be losing money on this game.
I am going to look for every single possible way to fade a team that falls their way into the playoffs. I've lived it with the Reds. We did it last year. Lived it with the Reds.
That's baseball.
It's
not football.
It's sport. I don't
Apples
see
and
different
oranges.
sports. I just see sport. I don't see different sports.
So you just see fruit.
Sport. Cricket. I love cricket. I am going to look for every single way possible to fade a team that lost their way into the playoffs. The Panthers stumble into an NFC South title. They're rewarded with having to face, I'm going to go ahead and say it, the best team in the NFC, the Los Angeles Rams. The Rams are the second most efficient offense in the NFL, totaling almost .15 EPA per total play. Panthers, conversely, ranked 26th. I can go through every single stat, and I could go through every single data point you want to go through. The Rams outclass them here, and the fact that you guys beat them in the regular season makes this worse for you guys.
You're forgetting one crucial stat.
Bank of America?
Dog factor. The dog factor.
This is what Bryce Young sounds like as a dog.
Ready.
Hut.
Also,
damn it, guys! Coach is right. If we want to win, it's on us.
Get your head
laughing.
While I have the mic, the Rams are the unluckiest team in the playoffs. 27th unluckiest team. The Panthers ranked 12th. That's a huge data point, and that's a huge thing going for the Rams. Rams blow them out. Wilkerson ratings make the Rams a 14-point favorite.
I did come across a troubling stat that I think supports that, Dylan. I can't believe this is true. It says Rams generated the pressure at the 7th highest clip during the regular season, despite blitzing the 2nd lowest rate. Doesn't spell good for Carolina, who has a 30th in pass block win rate that I just read. Troubling stat that came across my desk.
How many sacks did they get last time? They played?
1? I don't remember. 1 or 2?
They got 2.
Okay. Yeah. There you go.
Nice.
How many interceptions did Matthew Stafford throw?
The MVP, by the way.
Yeah. And how many interceptions did he throw against the Carolina Panthers?
I don't remember. I don't recall.
2. He threw 2 interceptions. Yeah. How many did Bryce Young throw?
0.
Bryce Young, 15 to 20. Offensive line in the back of the head.
3 touchdowns. How many did Stafford have? 2. Some are saying Bryce Young greater than Matthew Stafford. I'm not saying
MVP?
that. I think just stats are saying that in a single game sample size. Anyhow, one key stat came across my desk this morning, and I go, oh, that's it. That's all I needed to know. Does anybody know Matthew Stafford's career record at Bank of America Stadium?
Oh, my gosh.
Uh-oh. Oh, gosh. Can you give me how many times has he played there?
3 times in his career. 3 times.
Oh, he's got to be 0-3. Got to be.
0-3, Matthew Stafford. 31-28 loss this season. 2020 lost 20-0.
COVID
and
doesn't
then
count.
2014 lost 24-7. He can't win in Bank of America. We do this song and dance with Jared Goff. Oh, he can't win outside of a dome. He's a dome merchant. Maybe, just maybe, Matthew Stafford, he starts seeing ghosts once he gets to Charlotte, North Carolina.
Give us
That's
your
what
pick.
I like to hear.
Panthers outright. Panthers money line. Panthers spread. Panthers everything in this game. I love being the 8-9 team in the playoffs. It's like, Dylan, it's like how you talk about being like a double-digit underdog, Michigan, Ohio State, because then it makes it that much sweeter when you win a game. I love being the 8-9 team because also everyone just automatically discounts the 8-9 team that's in the playoffs. Like, who cares about them? They stink anyways. Watch out for this Carolina Panther team. They're going to win. And last time Panthers were in with a losing record, won their first-round playoff game.
The fact that that's happened twice for you guys, that's like if I had a nickel for every time this happened, I'd have 2 nickels, which is crazy.
You play in the NFC South, you know, it happens, you know. Also, Jalen Coker's going to have a big game. I love Jalen Coker anytime touchdown, and Bryce is going to do it. Bryce, this is what's going to happen. It's going to be 2 minutes left, and there's got to be enough time. 2 minutes left, 2 timeouts. Bryce Young's got to go win the game. I feel so confident they're going to go win it. I'll be in the building, Dylan, for it.
Souvenir Cup review?
I will, and we will do it before the game starts.
That's not happening.
It is. I'm going to do it.
I need it after the game, and if the Panthers lose, I need you to be sad. I need you to be sad when you record it.
How about can we do a part 1, part 2 then? Because the issue is if I'm going to spend $15 or whatever it is on a souvenir cup, I want to enjoy the souvenir cup. It's refillable. I'm not going to buy one in the fourth quarter.
But you don't have to record it right when you get the cup. You can get the cup at the beginning of the game and then review it later.
I guess that's true. I guess the taste doesn't really matter. That's fair.
Well, the taste of the soda is going to change from kickoff to the end of the game?
No. But just in general, you know, you want your first sip to be recorded, right?
There's nothing like that.
One sip, everybody knows the rules.
Nothing like it.
I forgot about first sip. Everybody knows the rules. How silly of me.
That's how I probably got mono that one time. Sharing drinks.
Did you hear that the Rams are getting their coach back?
What coach?
Coach Sassel, defensive.
I was doing the Sam Darnold mono graphic. I need one for myself. I need to Photoshop that. But
it's Ben's favorite graphic.
Panthers win this one outright. Connor.
Do you want me to speak from my heart, Karter? Because my heart is telling me that we're in the playoffs for the first time since 2017, and I love being a double-digit dog. Nobody believes the Rams are going to roll in multiple time zones, Dylan. How many time zones are they crossing to come to Bank of America? Multiple time zones to come on the road. Early game Saturday. I mean, the LA Rams for them, that's 1:30. They're probably still in bed with their blankie, sucking on their pacifier. I think there is a path for Carolina. I think if you hang around enough, you're always going to be in the game in a game like this if you just control time of possession and elongate the drives and keep Stafford off the field as much as possible. However, that requires your run game to be good. And I don't think the Panthers' run game has done anything the last couple weeks. They're nowhere near what we saw Rico Dowdle in the first, however many games before this. That is what you want to lean on if you're the Panthers. You look at the game against the Rams back in whenever this was, when they beat them 31-28. Controlled time of possession, 10 more minutes time of possession. They ran for 160 yards. That's what you want to do, is keep Stafford off the field as much as possible. That's the recipe for success. Do I think it happens? Honestly, my brain tells me no. I think the Panthers are overmatched. I think the Rams are probably one of the best 2 or 3 teams in this playoffs. And I think the talent level of these teams is starkly different. And that hurts me to say as a Panthers fan. But I owe the listeners on the show an unbiased opinion. I think the Rams roll, and I'm going to be sad watching it. I'm going to be depressed. It's going to be over by the second quarter. But I think the Rams win pretty handily here.
Wrong. And also,
I have
the
to be
Panthers,
honest.
You're worried about the run game? They did it to the Rams already. They ran for 160.
What have they done the last couple weeks, though? Rico Dowdle looks like me out there.
Okay, that's fair. I see what
Connor,
you're saying.
They're going beast mode. That's the thing you don't know about the Panthers, the running back room, is they're going to go Marshawn Lynch beast mode. Now, you might be saying, wait a second, 2 different beasts. No, they're each half a beast.
Yeah, they go. Chuba and Rico become one beast.
Like
it's
Transformers?
Like
what is this,
Jonathan
like
Stewart.
waking up at Saturday morning, 8 a.m., and they're all conglomerating into one massive Transformer?
Yes, exactly. That's
Trevor Etienne, what part of he is?
What is it? Bumblebee, Megatron? That's what we're getting. Yeah, Transformers. Shout out. Transformers. Never mind. That we don't need politically ill jokes here.
Oh, I see where you could have gone.
Panthers killed one time of possession by 10 minutes in their last matchup. And also, I see your point, though, with the run game, genuinely, where the last 2 weeks, like, what on earth is going on with the Panthers' run game? I would credit that to, one, Seattle's defense. I think it's the best defense in football. Maybe the Texans probably a close second, right around there. And then also, I think in that Bucs game, well, the Bucs also couldn't really run the ball either because it was too wet and rainy. The conditions were insane in that game. So, obviously, it's going to rain in the Panther game, but I don't think it's going to be to the same extent. We were seeing a hurricane in Tampa last week. So, I think the Panthers are able to have success on the ground. I also just think Bryce is going to be unleashed a little bit and be able to throw downfield more like we saw them do against the Rams the last matchup.
Unleash Bryce. That's got people shaking in their boots. Unleash Bryce Young.
Let's not pretend the Rams have been these world beaters as of recent either. I mean, that Cardinals game, it took them 35 minutes to wake up in that one against one of the worst teams in the league. You lose to the Falcons, and then the Seahawks, was that unlucky? For sure. But he still gave up 38 points. And on top of that, they already lost to this Panther team. Matt Stafford 0-3 in Bank of America Stadium. Give me Panthers. Panthers win this one 27-21.
I'm going to go Rams 34, Panthers 20.
Here comes the most clickbait answer ever.
Rams 35, Panthers 2.
Yeah, see.
Trash time safety.
And meanwhile, you're poisoning the brains of NFL people, rage baiting. Meanwhile, you're getting mad at me for getting 400,000 views on a video,
I think that
wow.
400,000, that's cute, Carter. 400,000 views, that's cute.
400,000, yeah, it is cute. 20K likes.
What I can't wait for is when the Panthers lose this game by an absurd amount, 30 points, and we're going to hear about how the refs blew the game for the Rams. They wanted the Rams to win, and they didn't want the Panthers to win. That's what I'm excited for.
If it happens,
you can tack
it
that
happens.
on to the Souvenir Cup review if you want to, actually. Make it all one video.
No, we'll
only
separate
for audio
it.
listeners.
Audio listeners
is one.
podcast form. That's what we need. We need Souvenir Cup review podcast.
That would be so funny.
Audio only.
We just put out a podcast. It's like a 1-minute Souvenir Cup review, audio only. It's just me breathing heavy into one of those, like, when you're seeing the TikToks, they hand the mic off. It's like, I don't want to ruin people's ears right now. But
Dylan already did that. It's okay.
It's okay. Yeah. Hey, hope your grandpa's. Shout out your grandpa. Big fan. I'm a big fan of your grandpa.
I'm sure he appreciates that.
I want to make that as awkward as possible. All right. Prime Video, Amazon, Jeff Bezos, they must be paying a boatload because I thought 100% this game was going to be Sunday Night Football, the oldest rivalry in the sport. Bears-Packers. Bears, -1.5. Soldier Field, over-under 45.5. It's going to be 31 degrees in Chicago for this one. Looks like Jordan Love's going to be playing in this one. If not, Malik Willis should be healthy. Everything should be fine for the Packers. Also, Packers 9-7-1. It's a sham that they got in the playoffs because of that Cowboys tie.
We said when it happened that would matter somehow come January. We were like, this is going to matter somehow, and here we are.
It's funny because this is my messed up worldview. Ties feel worse than losses. Like if you have a tie and you have that extra one tacked onto your schedule, I automatically think you're a worse team than like the Vikings that went 9-8.
Yeah, but the worst part is, Dylan,
it's flawed thinking, but
put up the game day graphic because I think we're all going to be taking the team with an extra one on their record. I'm rocking with the Packers money line.
Wilkerson ratings make the Bears a 1.5 point favorite. However, the Bears have one of the luckiest teams in the NFL. They rank second. The Packers have the benefit of extra rest with their starters. I'm going the Packers here. I feel like I've been in this trap before. I think I made Packers-Bears their last meeting. I went Packers 5-star. I'm not going 5-star, but I do think the Packers win this. Give me Packers.
My issue with the Bears is their defense is just being held up by turnovers. And that's just not sustainable. The Bears get absolutely destroyed unless they force turnovers. That's it. That's their entire game plan, and that's just not sustainable, and that's going to catch up with them here in this Bears-Packers matchup. I think Jordan Love throws all over them. I think Jacobs has a big game. I don't care who's running back. It can be Emmanuel Wilson, Chris Brooks. I do not care. Donald Driver could come out of retirement and catch passes in this game. Give me the Packers.
I think something else real quick that people may not think about for the Packers is Jordan Love's injury. Let's say he starts, it re-aggravates or something. You don't feel that bad about Malik Willis coming in. I don't.
No, I think you're fine.
Better than you would have maybe a couple of years ago.
Me personally, yeah.
We'll do the game day graphic here. Bears, I think there's 7. They won 7 one-score games this year. I know they lost the last couple, but 7 one-score wins. It does just feel kind of like this is one of the teams that kind of has a horseshoe up their ass with some of these wins they pull off, with especially, the game against the Packers at the beginning of December with the onside kick, and you get it, and how many onside kicks have we seen in the last 5 years? And that's the one you get successful, and everything goes right, and you pull off that win. I just feel like at some point, this has to run out for the Bears. I think 11-6 is not a reflection of how talented or well put together this team is. I think the Bears are overmatched in this game. I think the Packers are more talented. Whether or not Jordan Love plays, I'm taking the Packers here. And this might just be a vendetta against the Bears. I'm not sure. But I don't necessarily trust Caleb Williams in a spot like this. What has he done to make me trust him here?
Well, also, the Bears are fighting demons in this game. If you're a Bears fan, you automatically think, oh, crap. Like, you're all excited. You get in the playoffs, and then you got to go play the Packers. I mean, that's like me a couple years ago. Duke makes a Final Four run. I'm like, finally, Duke's back in the Final Four. Oh, who you got to face? Oh, Carolina. You got to be effing kidding me right now. And you get, this just feels classic. Packers just win once again, rip Bears fans' hearts out. It's going to happen in the most embarrassing fashion ever. I'm going Packers.
I think so too. I don't know. I just don't see it with the Bears. And I could come on here next week and eat my words. I really could, but I just can't. I can't feel good about betting anyone against any matchup.
But no, Connor. Just remember how you felt after the Packers lost to the Bears in the most unlucky game a few weeks ago.
I made a vow, went ahead and deposited hundreds of dollars in my FanDuel account and said, I am betting against the Bears, whoever they play in the first round. No, I didn't actually do that. But that's how I felt.
You want to.
That's how I felt.
Yeah.
That's actually the last bet I made in NFL, I believe. After I lost that one, I swore it off, and I've stuck to it.
Wow. Well, hey, there's free money absurd. There's free money to be had in Charlotte, North Carolina this weekend.
Yeah.
However you look at it.
Give me the Packers. I'll put the cheese head on.
Give me Packers. Do we want to do score predictions for the rest of these games?
We don't have to. I mean,
yeah, let's move on.
Yeah, let's
move on. Yeah. Bills Jags. Sneaky game of the weekend.
It's a great matchup.
Bills minus 1.5, over under 51.5. These playoffs, the number one storyline for me coming into these playoffs. Obviously, it's wide open and everything. It's the Josh Allen narrative. This is how we talk about in the NBA. James Harden in the playoffs. You know, it's finally time for Jason Tatum to go do it. This is Josh Allen's moment right now, because the way how nasty people talk about Lamar's choking in the playoffs, or, you know, all these different guys can't win in the playoffs, can't win the big one. This is Josh Allen's chance right now. It has never been more wide open right now than you got the Bills playing the Jags. I mean, there's no other quarterback even near Josh Allen outside of Drake May, which you're going against that Pats defense eventually. If Josh Allen does not make the Super Bowl this year, the national media narrative around him is going to be so nasty, and almost rightfully so, to where you give all this crap to Lamar. I think you got to treat Josh Allen the same way. If you can't do it without Lamar, without Mahomes, without Burrow in these playoffs, there's no excuses anymore.
How funny would it be for Trevor Lawrence to be the guy that derails the Josh Allen, no Mahomes, no Burrow train, and it's Trevor Lawrence that stands in the way?
It would be hysterical.
I think that's honestly the outcome I'm rooting for. This is the Wilkerson ratings. This line is what? Game of the week? Because I have the Jaguars as a touchdown favorite against the Bills.
A touchdown favorite.
A touchdown favorite.
6.87471464 points to be exact.
Wow.
Look,
pie?
If I can, what?
Double
what
pie?
does that do to Bills defense? Is this not trusting the Bills defense? Because it can't be a Josh Allen thing, can it?
Don't ask. You don't want to know.
Okay.
Don't ask.
It's kind of like a hot dog or sausage, right? You don't want to see how it's made. You just want the final product.
Yeah, in data we call it the black box, where you put an input in and then you get an output out, and you don't ask why. It's just what it goes through the black box to get. And you can't see through the black box. The Wilkerson ratings are a black box. It's also a logical fallacy while we're talking about that, but we don't need to get too far into that. If I give fantasy advice, anybody doing playoff best ball or just wild card weekend best ball, the Buffalo Bills have one of the worst rush defenses, 31st in rush EPA allowed. This is Travis Etienne all the way. I think they're going to have success in the run game that opens it up for Lawrence. I even think Lawrence finds the end zone himself once in this game. This is the highest total of the weekend. I think there's going to be a lot of points in this game. I think the Jaguars win. I think they're able to do it on offense in a high-scoring matchup. I think this is going to be the best game. If you like points, it's going to be the best game of the week, and it's going to be the most fun to watch. Again, if you like points and you're a sicko, I'm going Jaguars money line. I think they win.
I was looking up a few numbers in Jacksonville in defense. I feel like they stopped the run pretty well from what I've been looking up. You know, number 4 in run defense DVOA, number 3 in opponent success rate per handoff. And when you think about the Bills, yes, it's the Josh Allen show, and we always talk about the receivers or lack thereof of a true number 1 receiver. But really, the Bills are at their best when James Cook is at his best, and whenever he's getting 21 carries for 120 yards, and they're able to lean on James Cook, all of a sudden that play action opens up, and Josh Allen's able to hit one of these receivers down the field for a big gain. Or one of these tight ends, you know, Dawson Knox, Kincaid across the middle of the field. That's when they're at their best. And if Jacksonville is going to be able to bottle up James Cook like they have with running backs most of the year, I think that really hurts Josh Allen and the Bills and makes them, I think, too one-dimensional. And even with the great quarterback like Josh Allen, that's a lot to overcome. I'm gonna ride with the Wilkerson ratings here and take the Jags. And I think there's going to be a referendum on Josh Allen, and there's going to be a media narrative. Maybe it'll be unfair, where it's like, oh, the year where Lamar's not in the playoffs and Mahomes is gone and Lamar's not here, this should have been your year. This should have been your path to the Super Bowl, and you lost in round 1 to Jacksonville, to Trevor Lawrence. That's what's going to come up. And I think this Jacksonville team has earned my respect over the last 10 weeks, and I'm going to take them to win here. I think that's going to play a big part.
Now, do we think we're going to get the tweet on Saturday, all this Bleacher Report betting and all this crap, saying 91% of the bets are on the Bills? Because if you're, a casual NFL fan, you're thinking, there's no way Roger Goodell doesn't rig this game for Josh Allen.
Carter's took a turn recently, Dylan. Carter's took a hard left. Referee scandals and Roger Goodell rigging games. He's taking a turn.
I'm saying what the average casual NFL fan might think.
Okay.
When they're getting ready to bet this game.
Exactly the people you're perpetrating this narrative to on TikTok. This is the people that you're perpetrating. I can't say the word. I can't say the word I'm trying to say. Perpetrating. That's the narrative you're sending to these people. They think of that because of you, Karter.
Jacksonville has won, 8 straight coming into this one?
They're rolling.
Are they rolling a little too much?
What does that even mean? You act like wins and losses are...
Don't you kind of want to get one out of the
There's only a limited amount of wins a team can get in a year?
Don't you kind of, if you're a superstitious fan, don't you kind of wish maybe we wish it would have been nice, get a loss out of the way a little bit.
Playoffs?
Mm-hmm. I'm just saying. Maybe riding a little
Some
too high.
Some are saying it's the best
Some are saying, I want to lose and get into the playoffs. Some are saying that's actually better than winning 7 in a row.
Honestly, and if I was doing playoff best ball, sell all your ETN stock. Okay.
Brandon Cooks is a good lineup randomizer.
B. Shaw, too. Anytime touchdown.
Yeah, Tootin'.
I love that, too, to be honest.
Well, not everybody can score.
You catch me tooting on Sunday after church.
Where's Travis Hunter? He's supposed to be a big part of this. They've got nothing for him, and they're still doing this. Crazy.
Isn't it crazy they gave up a first-round pick for him, too, and doesn't matter.
He's fishing.
Good for him. So, him and Ben Simmons.
Yep. I found out one of the wedding venues we just toured is where he got married, Travis Hunter.
Oh, he's married?
Yeah, him and I'm pretty sure they got married pretty recently. I think it's this past summer. It was at the venue we just toured, and I was like, wow. Oh. Basically, I'm Travis Hunter. No,
I was about to say, Connor's playing two ways.
I asked for the high-profile package. Travis Hunter, professional athlete, number 2 pick in the draft, and then, Connor Sparrow, KarterKast podcaster. Mm-hmm. Same tier, just about, so,
That's a great point.
I know.
It was chilly when I got married, and it was in May. brutal. Anyhow,
Carter,
I guess I got to give a pick on this game. I know. We're delaying the inevitable. Give me Bills. I think Josh Allen gets it done. I'm backing the better quarterback in this spot. The problem is when you get into these playoff situations, we do this all the time where we overthink it and we use these data points. Eventually, sometimes it just does come down to as simple as take the better quarterback.
How do you feel about that, Dylan? I feel like that just grinded Dylan's gears right up. I feel like Dylan's brain just short-circuited.
Connor, you know what's hilarious? How many times have we done podcasts over the last few years in the playoffs where it's Dylan going, oh, well, the Chiefs' EPA isn't good enough here, and the Chiefs' EPA isn't good enough there, and the DVOA is not good enough there. I'm taking the other team. And how many times does Mahomes and the Chiefs defy all those stats and all those data points?
Well, they're usually favorites, too, so it's on good record. I probably did still win those bets while the Chiefs still win.
You just did it.
I've never been the one to fade the Chiefs in the playoffs.
Yes, you have.
In the playoffs?
The Eagles were a double, triple nuclear whale missile play 2 years ago. And then when the Chiefs won it. Or 3 years ago.
3 years ago, yeah.
It was 3 years ago. But I took the Eagles.
You took the Eagles.
I took the Chiefs last year. And they
I
get
know.
absolutely blown out.
You've never been right on the Chiefs in the playoffs. You've never been right on the Chiefs in the playoffs.
No, that's just not true.
That's 1,000% true.
Nope. I need someone to go back and fact check.
Give me Josh Allen.
All Jags here. Now, here's the great thing, Carter. If you're so sure the refs want the Bills in the Super Bowl,
I'm not saying that. I'm not.
No, that is
not
why.
saying that.
Well, then you can't say anything about the refs after the game.
For the Bills?
Actually, let's do this real quick before we move on. Are there any games in the wild card round that the refs and Goodell are rigging so we know to place bets on them? And this way you can't say anything about the refs afterwards. Are there any games that are rigged this week?
Let's go Bills.
Bills are rigged for the Bills?
Yeah, let's say it's rigged for the Bills. Let's say it's rigged for the Rams, so that gives me an excuse after the game.
Nice.
Yeah, I like that.
So put your whole life savings on the Rams. Rams Bills parlay, got it.
And then yeah, that's good. We'll just leave it those two.
Nice. There you go. Carter, hopefully when I see you on Sunday, Monday, whatever it is, you're a rich man. Because you've got that inside info.
Oh, so funny. Niners Eagles. Niners are a 4.5-point dog in Philly, over under 44.5. Dylan, you and I were riding this Niners train. We're like, okay, I think the Niners, like, this is who you kind of want to, if you're doing best ball drafts and all this stuff, like, get some Niners guys. They're going to make a Super Bowl run and everything. And this defense is just hanging on by a literal thread. I like the Eagles big here.
I don't know how you can say, look, it's one thing to say you like the Eagles. To say you like the Eagles big when they have, I think 3 double-digit wins all year, and it's against the Josh Johnson Commanders, the Raiders, and the Giants. They don't win big. So even if you like the Eagles, I think 3.5, you got to take San Francisco. Even if you think Philly's going to win, this is going to be a close game.
I don't know.
I don't know either. Wilkerson.
This Niners defense is cheeks.
So bad. It is so bad.
Wilkerson ratings make the 49ers a 1.5-point favorite. I think my official pick for this game is going to be under.
I do love the under.
I think I'm just going to go under, and I'm not going to give a side. And I don't care what Carter says.
Because you know the Eagles are going to have like 40 minutes time of possession, bleed the clock.
So you're going Eagles and under, Dylan?
No, I'm going under.
No. Get him, Carter.
Yeah,
What's
you
your
get
pick?
one. Give a pick. Also, you know what?
Let me consult.
Let me make matters worse. I'm going under. I'm going big under. 10 points. No.
Peanuts book has been broken out.
You just talked about how bad San Francisco's defense is.
So if we're going to go look back at Brock Purdy's stats this year, when he has played better defenses, he is consistently turning the ball over.
Don't look at my Action Network. Give me Eagles. Give me Brock Purdy anytime touchdown.
I think this stat was from, I think I saw this on like covers.com, maybe Twitter.
We hate covers.
Oh, then I saw this on Twitter then. I saw it on X. Yep, X that out.
Covers, they're great.
Misinformation.
Covers, I hate their website.
4 of the 5 losses for San Francisco coming against teams ranking 7th or higher in defensive DVOA. Eagles are 6th. Not great. Not great. It's just, guys, I'm just going to feel like such a fool if I'd pick the Eagles and bet on the Eagles, and I see the version of the Eagles offense that I've seen a lot of this year, where I've come on here and been like...
You know what they're saving Saquon for, I think.
Yep.
I think they're saving Saquon for this game.
Really?
I think they were.
Is Pacheco coming in too?
Yeah. Kareem Hunt.
Brian Robinson.
What, Karter? What?
No, I agree with Dylan. I think they are actually saving Saquon for his spot. Like, I mean, I just don't see a world where the Niners slow down the run game.
I think
only
that's
way
fair,
the Niners can win is force some fumble. I mean, they're giving up like 6 yards a carry, it feels like, to just average backs.
I'm going to, my gut, I'm going to pick the Eagles to win. I think it's close. Like, if I had to pick a side, I'd probably take the Niners with 3.5. I think it's going to be a tight game. I think it's one of those where the Eagles probably lead by a touchdown the entire game and control time of possession, but the Niners still have a chance at the end, and then they just ultimately don't come through. So I like the Eagles here. I think it's a gross, ugly game. I love the under.
Personally, I'm rooting for the Niners. I want the Niners to win. I do not like seeing this Eagles team play football. The Eagles are the Oklahoma City Thunder of the NFL. I hate watching them play. Yes, they win a bunch of games. Yes, they won the title last year. I do not care. I think they play disgusting, gross football, and I hate their best players. I hate watching them. They're not enjoyable to watch in any way, shape, or form.
McCaffrey's going to have 15 targets in this game. They are going to ride him like a pack mule.
Oh, he might throw the ball in this game.
Wouldn't that be awesome? Oh,
he's going to take such a beating. I'm going to take the Eagles. I don't feel good about it at all. I think the offense is not going to look great. I still think they win. They keep going.
Yeah. Chargers, Pats minus 3.5, over under 46.5. Sunday Night Football. Whoo. Dylan. Sneaky fraud off in the playoffs?
Yeah, I mean, lots of fraud off opportunities. Ultimately here, I'll keep it short. Actually, of course, I got to tell you guys what the Wilkerson ratings make this game.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, that's huge. I have the Patriots as a 6.5-point favorite. However, I am going to go manual override, and I like the Chargers in this matchup.
Not a lot of manual overrides.
I'm going manual override. Again, black box. We don't need to discuss it. But I'm going manual override on the Chargers. We joked about it earlier when we did the MVP talk, but I do think the Patriots are a product of their schedule. They had the easiest this year. The Chargers are 16th, and they were banged up for the better part of the season. And yet here we are 11-6 playing the Patriots in the playoffs. They're going to be rested. Herbert didn't play against the Broncos. I'm going to go Chargers here, and both 7 seeds move on.
You guys talked about Jags Bills, Jags Bills. I think this is going to be a high scoring game and a fun game to watch. I think sneaky, this could be a really fun game as well. I think Justin Herbert and Drake Maye are both playing very well this year. Obviously, Drake Maye is going to either win MVP or come in second. The schedule piece does worry me a little bit, where they've kind of coasted by and playing these bad teams. But also that builds confidence. And that's something that you play who's in front of you, you get in a rhythm, you get in a groove. Do I think the Patriots are going to win the Super Bowl this year? No, I don't. I do think they beat the Chargers round 1. I think there's a lot of injuries. If the Chargers were fully healthy, had both their tackles, and Hampton was fully healthy, I know he's been back for a few weeks, but I just think there's too much injury for the Chargers. I like the Patriots here. I don't feel great about it, but I'm going to pick Drake Maye to move on past round 1.
Dylan, how would you feel about a little Justin Herbert passing yards ladder?
A Justin Herbert passing yards ladder. Now, is that where you go like 100 yards, 200 yards, 300 yards?
But you would do it in like 220 up to 300.
So you're out of luck if he throws for 200.
Yes.
No,
but
I don't
you
like
win.
that.
But you win big if he gets the 300.
But then let's say he throws for like 250, and it's like you didn't even place any bets.
Depending on how you do the ladder.
Oh, Dylan does not like a prop ladder.
Yeah, I would rather just take like
Dylan
a plus
like
300.
That's what I'm hearing.
I would take like a plus 300 on a higher number instead of placing 5 different bets on 5 different numbers, because if you finish in the middle, it's just like you didn't bet anything and you're paying the juice.
Okay, so all right, then let's meet in the middle then. How about we bet the baseline and then the 300 plus? So then you just only have 2 bets.
We would have to figure out some sort of wager sizing, the optimal wager sizing there, but you could talk about that more than a ladder.
You bet the 300 plus, and then if you lose that one, you just make sure you bet enough on the base to win 1 unit if you lose the big one. There you go.
Yeah.
Boom.
Or you put a little extra on the base if you're that confident, and then you're like, I win a unit, and then you win 2 units, and then you lose 1 on the 300.
And units for Dylan, multiple hundreds of thousands of dollars, so it's...
Yeah, well, that was the problem that when we talked about earlier, when we're like, oh, Dylan, if he had $300,000 in NIL in college, what would he have done? It's like, well, I mean, I guess it really wouldn't matter for Dylan because Dylan's placing $100,000 bets every. That's his standard unit.
That's half a bet for me. That's a half.
Yeah, Dylan asked earlier about the Panthers Rams line and why it went from 9.5 to 10.5. Well, Dylan placed his wager on Rams 9.5, and the whole market shifted to points. So that's exactly what happened.
We got problems here. Anyhow, Herbert 300 plus yards.
You asked me a question. I didn't even get a chance to answer.
Yes, you did. Yeah, I thought you answered. Baseline at 300.
I'm changing my answer to no because the Patriots have the 10th best pass defense.
The Patriots run D sneaky sketchy lately.
Do the Patriots
give
have
130 yards a game?
Or have the Patriots just played absolute butt cheeks quarterbacks?
See, this is the problem. We can't say anything good about the Patriots because it's just
yes,
schedule.
You can. Yes, you
no,
can.
You're just going to say schedule. Don't say schedule.
No, I can say Drake May is an unbelievable quarterback, and if he wins the MVP, I wouldn't be upset at it.
But Karter, the schedule.
Justin Herbert, 300 plus yards is plus 500 in this game. I will be taking that.
Give me the Pats. Give me the Patriots. I think they pull this off.
Give me the Chargers.
Oh, both of y'all? God, come on.
Connor, do you think they cover or just win?
We're done threading the needle. Cover. I think Patriots win by a touchdown.
We got to stop. If you were to sit here and say the Patriots will win but the Chargers will cover, that's impressive.
Yeah, I don't want to do that though. I've already done that once this show. Okay. We're not doing it again. I can't put too many eggs in that basket.
Okay. Yeah, give me the Chargers. I think Herbert has a big day.
Don't want to become a one-trick pony.
Yeah, exactly. I can't play that song and dance too many times, Dylan. Yeah. Come on. I mean, keep it fresh.
Now, I might be stealing that line in this game. Texans Steelers. Houston's a 3.5-point favorite. Over under 39.5. Game is in Pittsburgh. Monday Night Football. Let me just go ahead and get this out of the way. Houston wins. Steelers cover.
Are we in a year where there is no clear Super Bowl favorite? Maybe Rams, Seahawks, Broncos, odds-wise are all in that mix. Buffalo. Are we sure this is not the year the defense wins a championship?
No, this feels like an anomaly year. This would be the year for something like that to happen without so many great quarterbacks in the playoffs.
So you're saying a Texans versus Seahawks Super Bowl?
Honestly, that wouldn't be. Would we be surprised if the Houston Texans 13-3 their way to the Super Bowl?
No.
So if the Texans win, they're likely going to be facing the Pats.
I think the Chargers win, but
so then they would probably be facing who's the
Jags?
3 seed, the Jags, or even the Bills.
They beat the Bills this year already. No?
I just think there's going to be at one point where this Texans team has to keep up offensively, and I'm not saying they can't.
It'll be
do
round
that.
2. It'll be round 2. I'll go and tell you right now.
Yeah,
then if they play in the AFC title game, it's the Broncos.
Yeah. Or no, Broncos could lose.
Doesn't have to be, but if it did,
we might be seeing Broncos Bills in the second round, which is most likely to happen, honestly, based on the odds. And I would be taking the Bills.
For me, with this game, long story short, I like the Steelers as a team. There's a very small part of my brain that's like, Aaron Rodgers in the playoffs. What if he just channeled some voodoo magic and came out and lit it up? I do think this Texans defense is just a lot to have to overcome. Wilkerson ratings make the Texans a touchdown favorite. I'm going to go Texans. It's going to be tough for Pittsburgh to get it going, even with Metcalf back. I will be keeping an eye out for my fantasy players. Keep an eye out for that Thielen connection. That got a little steam. Last night. So give me Texans, but look out for Thielen.
DK's back this game, right?
DK's back.
Yep. I'm going to agree with Dylan. I'm going to take the Texans here. I think this is a Steelers team that all year long has just been skating by the skin of their teeth. And, we may even make jokes in the group chat where it's like, Mike Tomlin has a deal with Satan. Like, something is going on for the Steelers team to continue to win like this. And, you look at their schedule, they haven't been a playoff team since week 3 when they beat the Pats. So it's like, who they really played? Aaron Rodgers, throwing for 120 yards a pop. Like, I don't think that's going to get it done in the playoffs against the Texans, especially at home. I think C.J. Stroud will also be able to move the ball in the Steelers defense a lot more than maybe he would against a more competent defense. So I don't think it's going to be that low scoring because I think the Steelers defense is kind of buns. So I'm going to take the Texans here. I think Texans win by double digits. They're the better team.
I have Stroud, my number 2 rated quarterback for the wild card round.
I think, yeah, you can go and ladder him up there too with yards.
The last time Mike Tomlin won a playoff game, it was against the Kansas City Chiefs in 2016. The starting quarterbacks in that game were obviously Ben Roethlisberger and Alex Smith.
Right? Yep.
The leading rushers in that game, Le'Veon Bell had 170 on the ground. Antonio Brown had 100 yards in the air. Jesse James, Eli Rogers.
James.
The Chiefs, Alex Smith had a meh game. Trivia question. Who was the leading rusher for the Chiefs in this game?
Is it a running back?
It's a running back. It's Tyreek Hill was second.
Okay, I'm thinking. I think it's too late. It's not Dexter McCluster, is it?
Nope.
Let's think.
Think
here, Dylan.
I'll spoil one of them for you. One of the running backs that played in this game, Charkandrick West.
Oh,
wow.
Yeah,
but if you get Dylan, quit! I hear that typing.
Yeah, I heard it. You heard the typing. Yeah, that's ridiculous.
I didn't start watching until 19, so I have no clue.
CJ Spiller. I don't know.
Spencer Ware. Spencer Ware was the running back in this game. The Steelers have not won a playoff game since 2016. Yet Mike Tomlin goes to the playoffs every single year, or has a winning record every single year and whatnot, and just loses wild card loss. But is it different with Aaron Rodgers?
Hey, wait a second. What's the score of this game?
18-16.
Okay. Never mind. Continue.
I don't think it happens. I do think the Steelers keep it close. I think it's a little bit closer, and I do think the Steelers cover here, but I'm going the Texans win in just an ugly game where people are going to be chasing their bets on Monday Night Football, being like, ooh, Nico Collins, anytime touchdown, 2+ touchdowns. Will I be betting that? Probably. And give me Texans win 16-13. It's the perfect score for this game.
I'm going to go Texans win by at least a touchdown, and I'm just going to go against you, Karter, and just take the over. I think too many people are going to think it's going to be gross, and there's going to be somehow 50 points.
We are not a Houston Texans scoop and score off of an Aaron Rodgers fumble is not out of the cards.
No.
That will definitely help the scoring. I'll go Texans 13-3.
Okay. Don't hate it. Anyhow, let's do Super Bowl picks and then we'll get out of here. Super Bowl picks before the playoffs. I can start off first. I'll do my rational and then my irrational Super Bowl picks. My rational pick. Whoa. My rational pick. I'm going Bills Rams, and Rams win the Super Bowl over the Bills. I think Stafford gets a second. I think the Bills and Josh Allen get the monkey off their back and get to the Super Bowl. And then they collapse in the Super Bowl game, and experience wins out, and Stafford wins 2.
This is tough for me.
2 wild card teams. No one seeds.
No 1 seeds. I'm sure as hell not taking either 1 seed to make the Super Bowl. I'm going to go Rams from the NFC. I think they're just the best team with the most proven quarterback out of the bunch. Rams NFC. AFC. Golly, it's kind of gross.
Jags.
I want to.
Pats.
No, I'm going Rams Texans.
Oh my God.
Ooh, week 1
Rams
rematch.
Win. Rams win though. I'm gonna go Rams Texans, and I think Dylan, you talked me into the idea of the Texans 13-10ing everyone on the way to the Super Bowl berth, but I think it kind of the steam runs out against Stafford. Yeah, I think Rams over Texans. There you go.
Rams out of the NFC for me is pretty easy. I have the Texans playing the Chargers in the AFC Championship. I'm going to go Rams-Chargers. I think Harbaugh gets it done. Give me Chargers.
Okay.
Wow. Yeah. What?
Los Angeles
what a
Super
year.
Bowl.
What a year. What a year for Super Bowl. Gosh, playoff
in
teams. All
reality,
these
it's
playoff
going to
teams.
be the Carolina Panthers go to the Super Bowl, and they
who
will
they
be
playing?
playing the New England Patriots, and Bryce Young wins it over Drake May in the Super Bowl, and I hit all my Panthers Super Bowl futures, and all is well in the world.
Here, if you want to talk about games being rigged, here's one theory I can get behind: the final score of the Super Bowl being 6-7.
What
You
about
know they're
20 Go ahead.
You know they're gonna. You know you can do like the exact score bets or whatever, and it's like always plus 30,000 or whatever. 6-7 is gonna be like plus 1,000. Like they're gonna just ratchet the odds down.
We'll get a
Or
Bleacher
like on
Report
the-
post on Instagram. You could bet on the odds of this or the final score of the Super Bowl to be 6-7.
Yeah, that's going to be the most expensive square at every Super Bowl party.
Be bidding wars for that square.
On like DraftKings, it's going to be minus odds for the 6-7 square, or they're going to have it boosted to no end.
Yeah, yep. If the marketing team knows what they're doing, it will be.
Yeah, 100%. I kind of like the 6-7 square too.
It's good football numbers.
It's not a bad square, but anyhow. All right. Anything else before we go?
Can't believe the
Panthers-
playoffs are here.
Panthers.
Feels good. It feels good to be back and being talked about in January. I'll tell you that.
PGA Tour starts next week. I went to
Ooh,
a
got
Story
Tony
House. No, Finau. I've drafted a decent amount in best ball, but no,
I think he's
got
winning
a
the
lot of kids.
Masters.
No.
No, I'm worried about. I think my boy Ludwig Aberg. I think he's winning the Masters. That's my pick. Early pick.
close.
Ludwig.
Ludwig Aubert.
But it's spelled Aberg.
Yeah, it's Aberg. Yeah.
Yeah, it's Aberg. I'm not calling him by his
We pronounce
name.
it like that over here in America.
It's Aberg. He's a Liverpool fan, so he's winning the Masters.
Liverpool. I think that's probably the worst pool to be in.
All right, let's get out of here. Download SeatGeek. Use code KarterKast. $20 off your first purchase. $50 minimum purchase required. That's KarterKast at SeatGeek.com. Download the SeatGeek app today. At Connor_Sparrow. At CarterBA. At Wilkerson A. Dillon. On Threads. Yuck. Once again. Yuck. Just we need him back. We need him back on Elon. We need Dillon and Elon Musk in sync once again. We need it bad.
He won't conform to your societal pressure, Carter. He won't conform.
Absolutely not. Not my black box.
The Nissan Cube, Threads, Blue Sky. Man.
He
Meanwhile,
marches
all
to the
these
beat
people,
of his own drum.
Meanwhile, we had these people saying, the Ohio State kicker is a Trump guy. That's why him and Dylan are the same person. I didn't like that. I didn't like that, Dylan.
Didn't like that.
Anyhow.
Those people's
All right.
brains are fried.
Make sure to subscribe. Make sure to follow. We'll see y'all next time. Bye.